this hair look cost me 60 rand. Why? Because I did it myself. So I just paid for the fiber. I am going to show you guys some tips and tricks when it comes to putting in this hair that works for me. Might not work for you, but yeah, if you're interested, then you can keep on watching. Okay, we're going to need some tools, guys. First up is this comb. We're only using this bit. I use this bit because it helps me create some neat pathways for when I'm braiding my hair so that it looks proper. This comb, a little bit of wide tooth comb for some detangling. I don't find that I need to detangle, but just in case I do, this comb is handy. Because remember, my hair is detangled already. I've done that when I conditioned my hair and deep conditioned it, right? And then this little brush. You could get away with also using a toothbrush. I use this edge brush because I got it. I also like to have hair clips handy to keep my hair down, because one thing you want to do is when you are braiding your hair, the bit that you are busy with is the only bit that you want loose. Any other bits of hair needs to be put down, okay? Needs to be out of the way. Whether you need to use little hair bands, whether you need to use little dinkies or hair grips, whatever you got to do, you do the things, okay? Because you want to do proper things. And then when the braids is done, you see that bling bling over there? I love me some hair accessories. Now, a lot of the times people ask me, where do you get your hair accessories from? You can get it from your Chinese shops, your Chinatowns, all of those stores, like the 5 Rand little stores, because I got this string from there. Yeah. And even this you can get from there. I, however, got this little preppy things from Bling, which I know there is a store in Promenade, Mitchell's Plain. You guys can Google where there are other Bling stores. I'm not too sure. And then I also got this from there, which is that. So you basically just pull it like that and it extends out. I'm not going to do it now because I want to use this one again. Okay, but that is exactly what you do. So you can do anything. You can even have like one braid with like colored wool around. You can do whatever you want. You can even do like a little faux lock on one of your braids. You can just funk it up whichever way you want. Okay, and you can even just leave it without accessories if that suits you as well. Then you want a water bottle. A spray bottle really helps, because what you want to do is, I like to keep my hair hydrated as I'm going along, because then I don't have the fuzziness and the frizziness happening and the bushness. It really just makes the braiding bit easier. It's easier to manage my hair, and of course, like keeping my hair hydrated. Scissors, what the hell for, girl? Firstly, if you find that you have some dry ends, then you best trim your edges, not with this kind of scissor, but with a hair scissors. This scissors, however, is for the synthetic hair. I'm just going to use it to cut the hair in half. That's it. So first things first, I always use Expressions hair. Firstly, because it doesn't feel heavy. It feels like hair. It's soft. Despite it looking like it's heavy on my head, it's actually not. It actually just feels like my hair on my head. So it doesn't pull. I don't put it in too tight. As you can see, it looks a lot like my own hair. So I usually take a color that suits my hair color. Sometimes if I want to be a bit crazy, then I'll go a bit different colors. But I like the whole natural look. Okay. So yeah, that is the hair, 60 Rand. I used one bunch, and then I actually still have left. Before you put in braids, make sure that you wash your hair proper, because your hair is going to be in this protective style for at least 2 weeks to a month. So you want to make sure that your hair is taken care of. I washed it, I conditioned it, I deep conditioned it. And then when I conditioned it, I detangled it, of course, deep conditioned my hair. And I actually used all of my Natural Hairs products, which is a proudly South African brand. So let me just show you the products. Okay, so this is the leave-in conditioner from My Natural. Some hair butter. This is my second most favorite product from My Natural. I'm going to share what my favorite is just now. But this is my second most favorite product from them. Absolutely love this hair butter. Actually, I haven't come across a hair butter that I don't like. Some strengthening oil. Also another product that I like from My Natural. I mix the butter and the oil, guys. That is completely optional, but I do. I love both of them so much that I find like, let's just mix you two babies up and make one fabulous baby. For my edges, my favorite edge gel. I just wish it was a bit bigger, like they had more product in here. For the edges, just to lay them down, I use the My Natural. I like that it doesn't flake. I like how it feels. I like that it doesn't get too hard. I love that edge gel. This size usually works for me. I don't pull my hair too hard. Like if you guys look here, you'll see that it sort of gets narrow towards the ends. Sometimes I look at people's braids and it has like that very blunt block effect. And that is because they use it directly from the way that you get it. But I'm going to just take a piece from here. Okay. I cut it halfway. And then that is what it looks like. It's like very blunt, but you don't want that because when you get to the end, it doesn't look very natural. So what you do is you basically sort of pull it so that it's not that even. I don't know if you guys are getting a feel of what I'm saying. So that it has more of like the pointy effect, like natural hair would have. And then how I would braid my hair is, this is the synthetic hair, right? This is my own hair. So I'm going to keep this up. And this goes underneath that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bit over to that side. And then that is basically going to be my own hair and the synthetic hair. So I give it a tight pull. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this bit over to the center. And then this bit over to the center and basically start braiding. Right? So if you don't know how to braid, basically what you do is you bring the right bit over to the middle. Then you bring the left bit over to the middle. Then you bring the right bit over to the middle and the left bit over to the middle, and that is how you braid with the synthetic hair. Now, you might notice that this bit will obviously run out there, and we'll only have 2 pieces and we'll need to create 3 pieces. So we're going to braid, and you can really decide where you want to join the middle piece to more of the other piece. So here's the middle piece. Keep it in the middle. Take a piece of the right. Take a piece of the left and join it with that middle, and then continue braiding as you were doing the whole time, all the way down. Obviously when your hair is done, when you're like done braiding your hair, you just make sure that it's again braided to the end, and then you'll place this bottom hair into boiling water, into a jug or something, place it in there, and then you just have a towel dry it, and then it'll sort of keep it like that. So we don't do the whole burning thing anymore because this has a more natural look, of course. So yeah, and of course you can style your hair different ways. It's also great for the speeder so that you're not like manipulating your hair a lot during this time. And you're also still looking fresh. Yeah, but try and do it yourself, guys. Like, you'll save a whole lot of money doing just that. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful. And stay safe, guys.